2023 has come to pass, and so many things have happened this past year on the channel that I'm very, very stoked for. Not only on this channel, but obviously on all my other socials. So there's a lot of things to really talk about. So today I kind of want to go over the goals that I have for 2024 and the previous goals that we had for 2023, if we met them, so on and so forth. But before we get into that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified when the next video from this channel goes live. And of course, leave a comment. Would love to hear y'all's opinions on it. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, 2023 was a great year. I'm gonna say that right out the gate. Like, honestly, I'm very, very happy with how everything turned out. A lot of things have happened since the beginning of 2023. My first video, I talked about how I wanted to really focus a lot more on YouTube with getting about 2,000 subs at the end of this year. Now, as of this recording, I have it right here on my phone. I did not make that goal, which is fine. My original goal in general in that video, I said I wanted to hit 1,000, but our main goal would be 2,000, which I did not hit 2,000, but I'm at 1,157, which is an amazing number. Y'all have really shown how much you love the content and have really made me understand that what I'm doing with YouTube is starting to make sense. For those who don't know, back when I started my content creation journey so many years ago, I was under the impression that I had to just upload an hour, maybe another hour or so, like usually 3 hours worth of content in 3 videos from Twitch. That was terrible. That was a terrible decision on my part. And slowly but surely I went from doing live streams on Twitch and uploading to YouTube to going into Dokkan battle content to now doing Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, which it seems like I found a really, really good kind of sphere for me to be in. But of course, I want to extend that sphere. So what does that mean? Well, another one of the goals was to get YouTube Partner. And as of this recording right now, I am this close to getting the final version of Partner. Now, what do I mean by final version? Well, I have to hit 4,000 watch hours. And as of this recording right now, I am actually at 3,873. Now that might change when this video goes out, and you might see an announcement either here on the channel or on my Twitter, twitter.com/Tystra. And if you do see it, then that's great. But what I mean by the partner kind of working with the sphere, it's showing that the sphere that I am in actually is benefiting the channel. But I do want to extend that sphere into other games. I'm not always going to be just the Genshin Honkai guy. I want to extend and go further beyond. I'm not going to be stagnant. So there's that. Another one of my YouTube goals was actually to collab with other Genshin content creators. And well, I didn't really hold up to that, to be honest. I did a couple things with other Genshin Impact content creators or just people who played Genshin Impact. One of my best friends, Anthony Jmo, we did a video about the top waifus of Genshin Impact, which we do every single year. So that's just a given that was going to happen. And as you've seen with probably a couple other videos that I made with the anime athlete, I kind of did, you know, make a little bit of jokey jokes with her about Genshin Impact in general, but I don't entirely count that towards what I was talking about. Another one of the goals that I really wanted to go with was uploading highlights to YouTube for the month, which meant highlights from Twitch and so on and so forth. But with a recent change that I made to the content on Twitch, that was never going to work the way that I truly envisioned it, which made sense because at the same time, while I'm on this new venture, it's not gonna work in the absolute grand scheme of things, if that makes sense. So as of right now, uploading highlights to YouTube for the month from the Twitch channel will not work on this channel. So since we're done with the YouTube portion, I kind of want to go over the goals that I have for the YouTube part of this. So here are the new goals. Goal number 1, when it comes to YouTube, my main goal is subs. I definitely want to have my outreach be a lot more. So my goal by the end of the year is going to be 2,500 subs at the very least. If I hit even 3,000, I'll be happy. But 2,500 I think is a wonderful thing to go for because that's more than double the amount of subs I have right now, and I think it's possible for me to do, especially with y'all being so great and putting out my content out to other creators and, you know, getting my stuff out there. It's been great. So thank you all for that, and we're going to be aiming for 2,500 subs by the end of 2024. Now, obviously, we're not going to worry too much about getting partner, even though by this video I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm hoping by January 1st I've gotten it. So if I did, comment down below congratulations, or say you did it, whatever the case may be. But honestly, like, that's going to be one of the goals if I don't hit it by January 1st, is getting the full-fledged partnership. And of course, I'm taking one more goal away from that last year, is actually to collab with more Genshin creators. I think a lot of Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail creators too, I'll lump Honkai Star Rail on top of that. I think a lot of them are doing really good things, and I want to actually build the next generation of Genshin Impact creators. So there's that. I really want to collab with any Genshin content creator. So if you are a Genshin Impact content creator, or even a Honkai Star Rail content creator, you know, and you want somebody to collab with, let me know. I would love to hear your ideas and see where we can go from there. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is obviously my partnership with Gamersubs. And if you've been on the channel for a long time, I talk about Gamersubs all the time. This isn't an advertisement, but there is some stuff that I want to talk about when it comes to Gamersubs and the channel. Now, as you can see behind me, I have this wonderful soda stream. Look at that thing. It's a beautiful thing, right? So there's going to be a new series that I'm going to be putting out, and I hope it does really, really well. And that's going to be carbonating Gamersubs. That's just one of the things that I'm trying out. We're going to be incorporating Gamersubs into the channel a little bit, because I know that there are a lot of people who are interested in what Gamersubs is, and you know, who can drink it, like what restrictions are there, so on and so forth. So I want to be that person that actually is a good ambassador for the company. Now, granted, there are plenty of great ambassadors in regards to content creators, especially in the upper echelon, but with me being a big fan of Gamersubs since 2016, I'm pretty stoked about the fact that I could actually like put in a little bit of knowledge, especially since I'm very, very invested with the company. And to give you guys a little bit of an insight, like, it's one of those things to where like I am constantly asking them questions and making sure that I keep them on their toes, you know. If my sponsorship manager is, you know, watching, just know I'm just kidding. No. But in all honesty, like, I love Gamersubs so much, and I love being a part of the company, and I wouldn't shill for them as much as I do if I didn't believe in the vision. So if y'all are being turned off by Gamersubs, sorry, it's not going to change. I love this company, and I'm proud to be a part of it. And of course, speaking of other videos, I do want to jump into a couple other types of games. As you might have seen previously, I did try to get into some other games and try to expand my knowledge of the gacha-verse. One in particular that was more recent was Reverse 1999, and before that, I was doing stuff like Reincarnated as a Slime and Konosuba. Now, don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean that I don't want to do Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail more. It just more so means that I want to expand my repertoire. Like, I don't want to be just stagnant as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. That being said, we do have Zenless Zone Zero on the way, so we will definitely be covering that, but I also don't want to be just a Hoyo-verse boy, so I might even start covering content in regards to, like, say, Nikkei, or maybe even go back into Dokkan Battle. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a gacha game that you know of that I would be, you know, happy to cover, you know, or not me happy to cover, like something that you would be happy for me to cover. You get what I'm trying to say. But let me know in the comments down below. Now, of course, outside of YouTube, I do also do Twitch streaming, and yeah, I love doing streaming in general. So I will be doing more YouTube streaming, but let's go ahead and go from YouTube over to Twitch. Now with Twitch, not gonna lie, it wasn't exactly the best year for me on Twitch. We had a goal of 4,000 followers, and we're only at 2327, which is not that good. And of course, we also wanted 35 concurrent viewers, which I have 6 on average. Now, granted, I do have great days where there's about 20 plus, but I also have very bad days where it's very stagnant. Now, of course, I kind of already understand that that's going to happen. Streaming has become so big and so popular. Becoming a streamer is one of those things that it's just so saturated. There's a lot of people streaming. So I don't expect my Twitch streams to pop off like crazy, but we'll see in the near future. Now, of course, as one of my other goals, I wanted an all-time sub record of 125 subs, because last year I actually got up to 110. We did not even get to that milestone. Like, honestly, I feel really bad because all the analytic milestones of Twitch just didn't do so well. It really like kind of sucked because as one thing was doing really, really well with YouTube, Twitch kind of went like that. It's gonna be hard to find the perfect balance between the two. So I'm not worried about, you know, something like this. It's not that big a deal to me. It'll come. But what I did do better on this year was actually collabing with more streamers. And that's what was great about it. But I also kind of branched into a couple of different things. Number one, I branched into more Dark Souls content because I knew that that was probably going to be the best way for people to really kind of enjoy, you know, me losing my absolute mind. And number two, I dived into, you know, VTubing. Now with VTubing, I obviously was not as candid as I am now with it, because before I really wanted to separate Neko from Tystra. But of course, it's just gonna happen. Like, I'm the type of person that's not going to hide myself, and I really just wanted to get into VTubing because it's a lot of fun. I do love playing the character of Neko. I do love being a part of the VTubing community, and a lot of my friends are VTubers. So why wouldn't I want to be a part of such a great community? And with that, I kind of want to go into a little bit more of what my goals are for Twitch in the next year. At least Neko's goals for that. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and add him to this. Look at me! I'm in a video now. But yes, guys, hello, it's me, Neko. If you don't know, TynekoVT on Twitter. And of course, I am the one that's taken over the actual Twitch. That's right, me. So if you like Himbo Cat Boys, it's me. But anyways, y'all, to be perfectly honest, I'm very glad that I kind of take over the Twitch in regards to this, and I have a lot of fun. It's been so great to be able to mingle with so many different VTubers and content creators that I'm so happy with how it's turned out. But of course, as Tystra talked about, the goals were not very, very good, or at least we didn't make them. So let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, our original goal was 4,000 followers, and we are keeping that goal. 4,000 followers is going to stay on the list. Now, we also wanted to get 35 concurrent viewers. I'm gonna actually drop that down. I'm gonna drop it down to 20 because I think that 20 is perfectly fine. And I think once we get to there, we'll start seeing the numbers jump up pretty quickly. That's just me personally, right? So we're gonna be doing that. Not only that, but we're doing more collabs on stream. We already started doing it near the end of the year, and I'm gonna be playing different games because I know that y'all don't always want to watch Genshin and you don't always want to watch Honkai. That being said, on my weekdays, I'm gonna be doing stuff when I'm like about to go to work. I'm gonna go ahead and play some Genshin. I'm gonna play some Honkai just for 2 hours. Now again, these are gonna be very, very short streams, so I don't blame y'all, you know, if you're a little upsetty spaghetti, but at the same time, I gotta pay the bills. I gotta pay the bills for stuff that's in the works. Speaking of which, there's stuff that is going on outside that you all don't know about. And I'm only going to fill you in a little bit of what's going on. As you can see, I've been chibi for a long, long time. But that's soon gonna change. We're gonna dive into some really, really, really dope stuff in this coming year. Hopefully by the end of Q1, which if you don't know is around March or April. Well, end of Q1 is March, beginning of Q2 is April. But we have a lot of stuff planned and we're working on a bunch of things. So in that way, when the time comes for said thing to happen, we're fully ready to embrace everything going on. So just be ready for that. And of course, I want to say thank you to everybody who's kind of embraced me. I know it was a drastic change from the normal orange bearded. Bleep that out, please. But we've been having so much fun and so many great clips. And I'm going to have Ark play a few right now. Let's go. Come on, baby.
Okay, so there's just like very low amounts.
Are you kidding me? What is this crap?
See,
drugs to children, Tystra.
I'm a good boy. I haven't gone to jail once. Y'all three are just naughty players.
I've only been in jail once. Tystra's been in jail 3 times now.
That's 3. Are you serious? Yep, I gotta go. Don't tell me you pulled Bronya too. Don't you tell me you pulled Bronya. I swear to Christ, if you're telling me right now you pulled Bronya, I swear to Christ, I will leave. Oh my God, no! One multi.
It's the Amiga.
Clip it! Clip it! It's now raining too. That's great. All right, which one of y'all wants to kill me? Oh God!
That was such a good timing. Oh my God.
But yeah, so hopefully you will enjoy the next year of 2024 because it'll be Himbo takeover, baby. We're gonna go and take over everything. Look into these eyes and tell me I won't. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me. Love y'all, and we will see you soon. Okay. Oh, by the way, one last thing. We're gonna be working on an Instagram and a TikTok and our own YouTube channel. But keep that away from Tystra for a little bit, okay? Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and dive into TikTok because that one is a bit of a doozy. TikTok is not gonna be one of my main focuses, to be quite honest. But TikTok still is going pretty well. As of right now, I went up to 717 followers, but I had a goal of 2,000. And the reason being that I had such a high goal was because I did get a lot of followers at the get-go. And the reason being is that I was paying to promote certain videos on TikTok to get more views. Now, why would somebody do that? Well, it's the easiest way to get followers, to be honest. Now, would I suggest this to anybody? Absolutely not, because it inflates your numbers and you don't know who's actually watching your content. But I did try it because I really wanted to see if paying for the promotion was worth it. And in some cases, yes, but in some cases, no, because a lot of those guys that I got weren't entirely coming back to the channel. However, recently I've been getting a lot more concurrent viewership in regards to each of my TikToks, some a little bit lower than others, but when it comes to big releases or big information, a lot of these TikToks are doing around the same, which is great, and it's what I want. Did I collab with Genshin or Honkai Star Rail creators? No, there really wasn't too many like collaborations on there, and honestly, when it comes to collaborations, it's tough because you have to stitch videos to really get that type of collaboration. So this year, I'm gonna make it very, very simple with TikTok. Number one, I wanna hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. That way I could start doing streams on there as well when there's big releases for the updates of Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Number two, I want to do more content in regards to stitching and duets because I feel as though like that's going to be the thing that really gets me to new heights. And I started doing that a little bit and I honestly do need to do it more. I really do. So that's going to be the two goals that I have for TikTok. Nothing really more outside of that, to be honest. Now, of course, I did have some other goals as well, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Last year, my goal was to go to 4 different conventions, in which I did actually successfully do that. I went to TwitchCon, I went to Phoenix Fan Fusion, I went to Game On, but the 4th convention I wanted to go to was Anime Expo, and I didn't get to go, which sucked. However, I did get to go to the Ganbate Festival, or at least it was kind of a convention, and I got to live stream it, though there was a lot of setbacks in regards to that live stream with it cutting out because of the heat. This year, my goal stays the same. I do want to try and go to Anime Expo because I feel like it'd be so much freaking fun. And I love anime just as much as anybody else, so why not go? So if you're going to Anime Expo, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you're even going to TwitchCon, Phoenix Fan Fusion, or Game On. Those 3 are confirmed. But I will be going to other conventions as well, and I'm going to make an announcement that the first convention I'm going to is TaiYuCon in 2024, which is January 5th through the 7th. Now this is going to be in Mesa, Arizona, so if you happen to be in the area and you want to go, let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be there, and obviously, let's go enjoy some awesome anime fun. Now, of course, another one of my goals that I had outside of that was to actually continue going to the gym and reach 200 pounds. If you don't know, last year I had actually hit that 200 pounds. So going to the gym and reaching 200 pounds was already kind of done. And I started going to the gym after TwitchCon. However, I'm not going to lie, since that time I went to TwitchCon, I have actually gained a little bit of weight, but it's also been a lot of muscle. And I'm very proud with the fact that, I'm starting to get actually stronger. You can actually see outlines of stuff outside of my hairy arms. But I'm actually gaining muscle. And I'm not gonna say that all 40 pounds is muscle. I've been eating pretty trashy. So I will be upping this goal again. I will continue to go to the gym and hopefully reach at least 215. And the reason why I'm going for 215 is because it's not that hard of a goal. And if I reach the calorie deficit that I'm gonna be going for, 215, going to the gym, I'm gonna look freaking shredded. Or maybe not shredded, but I'll look good for a 215, and I'm okay with that. Now, of course, another one of the things I wanted to get into was actually voice acting and starting to dabble into that, which I did make a demo reel for, and I have been auditioning, but with no hits so far. Now, the thing with that, and I don't take this as a net negative, I take this as a positive because I'm actually putting myself out there in regards to voice acting. Now, is it going to be one of those things that I just get a massive amount of hits and I become the greatest voice actor in the world? Absolutely not. But I will tell you that it's a great step in the right direction. If you understand the whole voice acting thing like I do, being able to put yourself out there is a lot, and it's very scary for a lot of people, including myself. And really, I have y'all to thank for it, because in all honesty, you guys, whether you're making fun of me for the Ganyu body pillow over here, or whether you're, making fun of the fact that I don't know how to pronounce names, I'm putting myself out there, and it's making me more confident in my abilities to be able to actually do more in regards to entertainment. That being said, my new goal for voice acting is to actually voice act in a couple of different projects, namely probably 3. But I don't have anything set in stone just yet. We're gonna be working towards that, and hopefully you all will enjoy this journey with me. Last 2 things are learn Japanese and start doing cosplays. I started learning Japanese last year, but I will not lie, I kind of gave up. So this year I'm going to start back on it because I really want to go to Japan by 2025. Now I know I won't learn all Japanese before 2025, but I at least want to learn enough to where I don't look like an absolute idiot when I'm at least trying to understand what's going on. Plus, I have a lot of friends in Japan right now, and I would love to go see them. I think it would be a wonderful experience. And then, of course, like I said, I wanted to start doing cosplays, and that's still a thing. I didn't do it this year, to be honest with you, and that's only because of the fact that I knew that I was having my diet. Pardon the language. But I do want to get more into the actual cosplay world and actually try it, because it's one of those things where I think that if I don't do it, I'm just gonna hate myself for not even trying. Pretty easy goals when it comes to the real life section. I want to go to 4+ cons again, including Anime Expo. I want to go to the gym and hit 215 pounds with good muscle. I want to go ahead and keep on diving into voice acting by getting into 3 or 4 different projects. I want to go back to learning Japanese, and I want to start doing cosplay. Now, outside of that, there are a couple things I do want to get into, and probably Neko has talked about it on the Twitch side, but I also want to talk about it here. I believe my social media presence hasn't been that great. I've been a lot better this year than I was last year, but there's always room for improvement. That being said, outside of YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, I want to go more into Instagram and also probably posting in other different social medias. The reason being is that even though I may not like using Instagram, I know that a lot of people actually do use Instagram on a daily basis. And even though I am old AF, I still have to get over the fact that I don't like something and use it towards something that's going to better the overall career that I'm going for. Because at the end of the day, y'all, this is something I want to pursue as a career. I want to be a YouTuber, streamer, content creator, however you want to say it. That's ultimately what my goal is. And I honestly can't do it without y'all. So if I don't do the stuff that y'all are into, obviously I'm not gonna have a good time. So probably past this video, I will be making some new social medias in regards to Instagram. Outside of the ones that Tyneko is talking about in the Twitch side, I will be making a Instagram account and actually posting on it. Now, granted, I kind of already have an Instagram, but I'm trying to get away from that one. I'm probably gonna end up deactivating it because in all honesty, I don't use it. I really don't, and I wanna start fresh. So I will probably be making a post on that Instagram saying, hey y'all, if you want to actually follow my new account, this is where I'm going, and I'm gonna be deactivating it. And I believe that's all I have to cover for this. I know that this is probably a long video, but I really wanted to talk about all my goals. So if you were able to, Arc, make sure you put those outlines up right here. I think it's a wonderful set of goals for this year. And I gotta say, from the bottom of my heart, 2023 was such a great time. Special shout out to Arc, who is my editor. I love you, buddy. As much as we like make fun of each other in private, it's been a lot of fun. And he's been such a great editor, y'all. And then not only that, but Yups, or you can find him at Yups DZN. Put his thing right there. He makes all of my thumbnails and he does such an amazing job, and I could not thank him enough. And lastly, all of my friends that have been with me through this journey and have been supporting me throughout this whole thing. It's been great. There's so many of y'all to name off, including people who I may even consider friends, but they look at me like, who is this guy? I'm just kidding. But all of my friends, all of the people that I've met, all of the fantastic content creators that have helped me on my journey, whether you've been an inspiration or whether you've directly helped me, I am so very blessed to have you in my life to some capacity. And with that being said, that's gonna be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Of course, let me know if you're watching this later on and you see that I've accomplished one of my goals. Be like, yeah, he did it this time. So I don't know. I just want to engage with y'all a lot more. So let me know. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it. Love you all to death. And as always, we will catch you in the next video. Let's make 2024 our year.